Welcome back to our channel where we are on a 2-week adventure up to Yellowstone National Park and now all the way back down in Colorado Springs. This has been a 6-part adventure, so if you've missed anything, go back on our channel and check it out. We are so sad to see this amazing adventure come to an end, but we're also eager to get back home to Texas. So join us while we explore Colorado Springs, Manitou Springs, and lastly, our 4th national park, the Great Sand Dunes. We got up early this morning to pack up our room here in Glenwood Springs at the Best Western. And I think we're all gonna miss this hotel a little bit. It is really nice here. They have just such nice facilities and nice rooms. So now we're headed on down the road to Colorado Springs and going to spend one night there before heading back to Lubbock and back home to Texas. Taking a quick break here at Hoosier Pass. This is 11,539 feet up, and also the Continental Divide. So thought it was a great place to stop. It is absolutely gorgeous. We're just a little bit past Breckenridge, Colorado. Willow was starting to get a little car sick because we were weaving around, but gosh, look at the mountains. It's just beautiful. After about a 4-hour drive, we got to Manitou Springs, Colorado, and decided to stop at Manitou Brewing Company for lunch before heading out and exploring the town. Last time we were in Manitou Springs, the girls were 5 and 4 years old, and we ran all around town trying to find as many of the natural springs that we could to be able to taste the mineral waters. This time we decided to do the same and to go find all the extra ones that we never found the first time around.
Oh, this one's really cold. It was like salty.
That was the best one so far.
I like that one.
Well, it's just another Friday in paradise. So bring your A game, 'cause you know this party won't stop.
We are on a quest to find every one of the natural springs that are listed for here in Manitou Springs. Most of them are downtown, but there is 1 or 2 that are a little bit further outside. So we have walked each end and found each one of them, and they're tried every single one. This time visiting all the springs, they actually had some warnings next to the water where it said if you drink too much of it that you could have some neurological side effects, so it is something to be aware of for small children. After that, we headed on down the road and decided to stop in this beignet coffee shop. We definitely were excited about trying some beignets, and we needed a little coffee for a pick-me-up at this time in the afternoon. Everything was delicious, and then it was time to head on over to our bicycle resort to check in for the evening. All right, here is our adorable little room at the Buffalo Resort. It has a nice sized area with the bunk bed, queen size bed, and kitchen, dining area, and I believe this is a pull-out couch as well, so it's perfect for just our one night. The girls are excited about the bunk bed. At our cute little resort, you can actually rent bikes, so we're going to take some bikes to the Garden of the Gods Outpost and see what we can see.
This was the coolest part about renting a room at this resort. They had all kinds of fun activities available for us. Renting the bikes was easy and free as long as you were staying at the resort. If you're not staying, you can also rent from there. We took the 1-mile trip up the road from our resort to the Garden of the Gods Outpost, where we could actually have lunch or dinner at the little restaurant and do a little souvenir shopping. It's actually the oldest souvenir shop in Colorado, built in 1929. We headed back to the hotel and checked out the different areas where they have a bar and restaurant, a pool area, and then we played volleyball that evening for a while until we wanted to go check out Garden of the Gods a little bit more. We couldn't really bike through Garden of the Gods because of the hills, and our bikes were not really built for that, so we decided to drive around and see the amazing rock formations. This historic hotel is so much fun and so quirky, but they did have a lot of rules and regulations and a very big security deposit, so that kind of surprised us. We still would recommend it, but we were just needing to make people aware that although it is a fun place to stay and there's lots to do here, there are a little bit of extra things that you have to deal with. We got up super early that morning before heading out because we had to drive all the way back down to Lubbock, Texas. This is going to be our longest stretch yet of the trip, but we're excited to be able to get back on the road and head home. We of course love to travel, but sometimes there's just something about sleeping in your own bed after being gone for 2 whole weeks. We found a nice place for breakfast at this cute little donut shop and loaded up on as many weird donuts as we possibly could, and then got on the road. We had one more national park to stop at before we headed all the way back to Texas. The Great Sand Dunes National Preserve, or National Park, is our 4th and final national park of this trip. This place was super unique and kind of off the beaten path. We got off the highway and drove for what seemed like forever in the middle of nowhere before you suddenly just see these sand dunes out in the distance.
This morning we are at the Great Sand Dunes National Park, and we hiked up from the parking lot to maybe the base. It seems like it's just right there, but actually it's pretty far away. So the girls are having a great time trying to get down the sand, but we don't have any like boogie boards or sand slider boards. So instead they're just using the lids for their boxes that they brought with their snacks and stuff. The struggle is real.
No, she almost had it. Yay! Now get back up.
What?
Get back up.
Oh no. Autumn's like, I'm not gonna. Oh no.
We go.
You got this, Dad?
Oh God.
Help me out.
It seems like it should make you slide really fast, but it doesn't. That's only halfway, Dad.
I know, but that's all I wanted to do.
Okay. That's all I wanted to do. It seems like it's not that far, but it takes quite a while to walk any kind of distance in the sand.
Our last stop on our trip was Cadillac Ranch in Amarillo, Texas. We had meant to stop here on the way up to Yellowstone, but we totally forgot. This place is really interesting. It's like a giant art installation where they stuck a bunch of Cadillacs into the dirt in the middle of a field. You can spray paint it and do all kinds of fun artwork. And they've kind of embraced the culture of just people leaving their mark literally on these cars. This is probably the most epic and long road trip that we had ever taken, and it was such an amazing adventure. All the way up to Yellowstone National Park and then coming back down through Colorado took us 2 weeks to accomplish everything. We hit all of the sites that we wanted to see, but there's always definitely more. Thank you so much for joining us on this long adventure through the United States. We hope that you'll subscribe to our channel and stay adventurous.